Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 723. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com in its entirety. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today, actually this weekend here in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link that I put on the Facebook side. You can share information. You could just come by and say hello, or you can promote yourself and or your business. You can definitely do that. And while we're at it, if you could share this out so that more people in Durham can, find out what's happening this weekend, that would be super awesome. So let's get started. Let's see. Start out with the word page, where there are programs and services that are offered by local nonprofits, also the city of Durham, and also Durham County. For example, the Book Harvest, where you can pick up free books for your kids in English and in Spanish. Also, let's see, the city's low-income household water assistance program to help you with your water bill. There's also programs to help you with your rent, your mortgage, etc. Also, Meals on Wheels. You can find out how they have changed their operations, and they're great. So anyway, at your convenience, just go to durhamskywriter.com and then scroll down to the word page. All righty. Now there's a couple of new things I need to tell you about. One is with the city of Durham. And actually, I'm real happy to see that Alex Weiss has already clicked on the link, and he'll be joining me right after the weather. So listen up, Alex. There is a request for proposals. This is for people who want to put on a community-based special event and or festival anytime between like now and the end of the year 2023, next year. So this can be an existing festival. This can be an existing event or parade, or you can come up with something that's totally brand new. It can be virtual or in person. Already, I think Alex is probably saying, oh boy, I could definitely think of something. So I can think of something as well. So they will fund it for you. So they have money. They're flush with cash, apparently, and they want to help us put on community-based, inclusive. Now, they're going to really judge the entries by inclusion, by helping your community. So anyway, read about it at your convenience. There is a deadline, and the deadline is, Monday, August 8th. So you have a couple of weeks to get this together. So definitely check this out. I would love to see what ideas people come up with. There's something else I need to tell you about. Speaking of surveys, well, I didn't say survey, I'm saying it now. Go Durham has a video out that they want you to watch, because they have their Durham County Transit Plan ready for our review, so to speak. So they want us to watch the video, and then there's some materials to read in English or Spanish, and then there's a survey. They want us to help them help us. In other words, to figure out how to better have the bus service to serve all of us. And there's also some pilot programs they want to hear about. Anyway, I don't want to go on for too long, but it's really exciting for those of us who take the bus. So definitely go to the word page and scroll down to Go Durham and read about this. I think the deadline for filling out the survey is Friday, August 19th. You have plenty of time. Okay, and the Durham County libraries are all open until 6. And let me tell you real quick about Project 300, because there's a gentleman named Sherrod A. Johnson. He runs the Run and Shoot Sports program, also known as RNS Sports. So he did this last year as well, but there's something called Project 300, where Mr. Sherrod Johnson is trying to get at least 300 pair of sneakers donated, all sizes from pre-K all the way up through high school. So the kids, I should say, the young people, can go back to school, looking sharp, feeling sharp, confident, etc. So if you're going shopping this weekend for your kid, or you just want to help out, you find a sale or whatever, buy some sneaks. And I know Mr. Sherrod Johnson would love for you to help him out. So the deadline is Wednesday, August 10th. And then I know he's going to have some big event. I think he had it at one of the middle schools last year, but in any case, I'll let you know where it's going to be held, where he will actually give away the shoes to the youngsters. So this should be really, really great. So if you could help out, I know he'd appreciate it. Okay, now let's go to the neighbor goodies page. Neighbor goodies. And let me tell you about Al Strong's Kickstarter. So Al Strong, if you don't know who that is, he's a fabulous jazz trumpet player. And now he had an album out a couple years ago called Love Strong Volume 1. And it got a lot of airplay on WNCU here locally and across the country, hopefully the world. Now his second album is called Love Stronger. Oh, let me tell you another thing about Al Strong. He's the one who started Art of Cool, in case you know about that. So the second album, as you well know, and I know Alex knows as well, you have to do a lot of the footwork, if not all of it these days, when you're an independent musician. So there are lots of costs involved with promotion, licensing. I don't even know, mastering. I don't know, but there's a lot of costs involved. So let's help. Well, I've already helped, but let's all help Al Strong with his Kickstarter campaign so we can get that record out. And yeah, he's opening for all the big acts. I mean, he is really coming into his own. So let's help him out with his second album. All right. Let's see. Let's go to the school tools page. I'm just going to mention this real quick, just so if you have some spare time, you can look this over. So I won't describe it in detail like I've been doing earlier this week. Just to let you know, young people who just graduated from high school, class of 2021, class of 2022, get 2 free years. We're talking tuition free at Durham Tech. Now, a lot of families are already doing this, sending their kids to Durham Tech for the first 2 years to save on money because you're getting the core courses, I shouldn't say out of the way, but they're taking the core courses at a lower cost at Durham Tech and then transferring to the 4-year colleges or universities for their major. But we're not talking about just saving money. We're talking tuition free. Read about it on the school tools page and let me know if you're going to jump on that. Let's see. Let's go to the health page. To Your Health, where I have your COVID-19 test and vaccine updates. Let's see where we can get a free test today. We can go to the Lakewood Shopping Center. They just started at 10 o'clock, and then they will be there until 5:30 over there by the Scrap Exchange. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a drive-through. You don't even have to leave your vehicle. Okay, and now let me, okay, let's go to the sports page because I don't want to take up too much time and make Alex wait all morning. Let's see, let's go to the sports page where netball is happening. I don't know if you've heard, this is my first time hearing about netball. Apparently, it's like basketball with a few different rules. And it looks like it's a lot of fun. There's more players on the court. But anyway, the Carolina Nets, they will be playing at NCCU tomorrow against the USA netball team. This sounds like a lot of fun. It's going to be tomorrow from 10 until noon. And also, they invite the viewers or the attendants, the fans, to come out and learn how to play netball. So that should be really, really fun. It's going to be at the Walker Complex. The official address is 617 Nelson Street. It's on the campus of North Carolina Central University. Also tomorrow, let's see, is Bull City Futsal. That's lots of fun. Now, Mr. Jose Santibáñez has this great program, totally free. And of course, you are welcome to make donations if you like. But the Summer Futsal Elementary School Academy will be at Sherwood Park. That's going to be tomorrow for young people grades 2 to 5. I think it's going to be from 5 until 6. Okay. And then the Summer Futsal Middle School Academy for those in grades 6 to 8 will be tomorrow, same park, Sherwood Park, from 6 until 7. Then the Summer Futsal High School Academy, same park, is going to be from 4 until 5. And that's going to be a little bit more skilled because a lot of high schoolers have already been made their acquaintance with futsal, let's put it that way. I didn't explain what futsal is. Futsal is a smaller, faster version of soccer. It can be played indoors. It can be played outdoors. I think it's a pro sport. I think it's from South America somewhere. I'm not sure of the country, but it's a pro sport in other countries, not necessarily in this one yet. But it's I got to see it at WD Hill. It's fast, and it's really a fun sport. Okay, let me hurry up here. Monday is the deadline for signing up for Durham softball. This is where people who love to play softball pay to play. The money goes toward helping local nonprofits. You will be representing, like, for example, Meals on Wheels, and it's really fun. It's a cool program. The deadline to sign up is Monday. The games will start on Sunday, August 14th, and they will be playing in Pineywood Park every Sunday. Let's see. I think that's it. That is it. Very quickly, I'm going to click on these. There's a little button there on the top of the sports page called The Great Outdoors. So let's click there. That's where you get information about the free state park events. And I think there's something happening in Eno River. Okay, let's see. Tomorrow, wait, what is tomorrow? Oh, today. Okay, that already happened. Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow, Eno's Owls. Sounds like great fun from 3 until 4. Again, it's free. Now, this is kind of wild. Examine a bit of owl waste and learn about the habits of owls that make them special. That sounds wild, and I know a lot of kids who love science would definitely dig that. So you do have to call to register. And then I think there's something else happening. Let's see. Okonichi. Okay, let's see. Okonichi has something going on today from 1:30 until 2:30, the Okonichi Mountain Geology and History Hike. I've gone on that, and boy, is it great. And like I said, it's free. So go to the sports page and click on the big green button for more information on that and the phone numbers. Now, the last page we're going to visit is the Let's Go page. Let me go there. That is the calendar of events page. Okay, let's scroll down to 23 and see what's on the schedule. As you know, Durham Farmers Market is going on right now until noon in Durham Central Park. Durham Craft Market, same park, same time. The South Durham Farmers Market until noon, and this is at the Greenwood Commons Shopping Center south on Highway 55. The old North State Jam, used to be the Northgate Jam, they are going to be having their weekly outdoor jam, Esmeralda's Cafe, over there by Costco until noon. They already started. And I haven't heard about this for a minute. I almost forgot about the Pork, Pickles, and Peanuts Festival. That's a great festival. It's at Duke Homestead State Historic Site. They just started a few minutes ago and will be going until 3. It's free to attend. You can learn about and celebrate the history of North Carolina foods. You can taste the winning recipes of the barbecue and the pie contests. That sounds great. I think you have to purchase those, although it's free to attend. Also, they're going to have live music. They're going to have interpreters, people wearing 19th century style costumes, taking you on tours and whatnot. Also, you can, like I said, you can take tours of the Duke family's historic house and grounds. Of the co-sponsors are the North Carolina Peanut Growers Association, Pasanantes Home Food Service, Mount Olive Pickles, and Leaf Filter. Again, free to attend, and they have plenty of parking. Let's see. New Direction will be giving a free concert at the Sacred Grounds Coffee House, which is a Christian music venue. The music starts at 7:30. Totally free. You can donate if you like. They would graciously accept that. Now, tomorrow, I did mention netball. That's going to be at NCCU from 10 until noon. Told you about that. There's going to be a food truck rally at Pure Soul on Highway 15501 tomorrow from noon until 4. They're going to have food trucks, Epic Vegan, Mike's Vegan Cookout, the Wicked Vegans Meatless Grease, Blue Teaspoon, and the Vegan Ice Cream Man. Obviously, this is for people who like vegan food. And they're also going to have DJ Damu, hope I said that right, and local artists. La Bouche Printing, Tiamika Mabry, C. J. Monet, Ace Henna, Derek Holloway, Creepy Meat, and Sarah Pritchard. Free admission. Also tomorrow, the Boomerang Bag Sewing Party, which Don't Waste Durham does along with So Crafty. This is where you volunteer to make cloth bags out of donated materials. They make bags, they drop them off at stores that allow it, and then we don't have to use those one-use only plastic bags. It's going to be downtown at So Crafty from 1 until 4. Check the schedule and see where you fit in. Last but not least, I know Alex is like, oh, finally. Okay, last but not least, tomorrow night, Clean Comedy Night at the Honeysuckle at Lakewood. That's on Chapel Hill Road over there, again, by the Scrap Exchange. Tomorrow from 7 until 9, enjoy local comedians, family-friendly material. How about that? Free to attend. And of course, they're going to have food and beverages on sale, or for sale, I should say. Let's check the weather, and then we'll bring on Alex Weiss. It is 83 right now. It's sunny. It's going up to 97 degrees. Have a wet towel around your neck if you're going out. It's going to be 97 and then partly sunny later this afternoon. And then tomorrow, it's only going up to 96. And it's going to be sunny all day. Let me check real quick next week. I'm just curious. So next week, it's going to be in the 90s. That's all we need to know. Alex Weiss is still here. Yes. So let's bring him on and see what is new. Oh, wait, he has a message for me. Let me click on it. Oh, Alex wants to know, who do we contact for the special event application? So you go to the word page, the Durham Skywriter, and scroll down to City of Durham. It's a city thing. And yeah, I have the links. You can actually just click on the link and go straight to it. Okay, and with that, let us bring him on. Alex, let's see. Well, we have some echo. I'm going to turn down your volume.
Should I turn down my volume? You got it?
Yeah. I turned down my volume.
Pat, I want you to know that I am not rushing you. I love seeing you talk. The things you do are wonderful. I certainly can sit here and enjoy just you sharing that information.
I think I just felt bad.
It's like you're my favorite teacher. When they give when in the old days in the school they would go and give their favorite teacher an apple. Well, I don't have apples are not in season. This is from the garden, a tomato. I'll personally come and give it to you. Can you see it on the screen? Let's see. There it is.
It is beautiful.
Yep, the tomatoes and peppers too. You like peppers?
No, but I love tomatoes.
Tomatoes, well, I'll personally, like my favorite teacher, I'll deliver the tomato to you.
Awesome.
So I'm going to talk about different things. Like my theme is health through creativity. And that theme has led me to produce 9 CDs, 1 book, and a bottle of salad dressing.
That's yours?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've been actually making this salad dressing for friends and family since 1979 or earlier. And people have, well, it started as like Christmas presents and special occasions. And every time I've made it, people would say, you should sell this stuff. And finally, someone, a store owner on 9th Street, called me up personally who had a bottle of it. And she said, you should sell this stuff. And somehow Carol Anderson is her name, if I can mention her little store, vaguely reminiscent. And she just, somehow that made it said, you know what, all right, let me do it. And that's how
Okay.
you could read about it on my website, the story of all the years. People have bottles of my dressing in Arizona, in Florida. Wherever I go, I make it for them. And but in the old days, it was handmade labels. Each one was like a little work of art. Now this is a computerized. I designed it with my buddy, my web designer. But let's see, can you see it? Let's see.
Nice.
Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Jeff, that photo is taken right there in front of the Bull, downtown Durham, on one of the Friday events.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I can still hear my voice. Is there a way that you can turn down maybe your speaker is too loud? Because I can definitely hear myself.
I see mute. I don't see. Let's see.
Like
your
Should I go to settings?
no, I meant like your physical speaker. I don't know what speaker you use.
I don't think that. Well, there's the video. Oh, I know. I know what you're saying. Okay, let me. Well, I can turn down the overall volume. Like, is that better?
Okay.
Or should I talk lower?
Oh
yeah, that's yeah.
Is that better?
No, I can still hear myself.
I think I should just
But
It's
talk.
not as bad.
Huh?
It's not as bad. Yes, it is.
I could.
Could you turn down the volume a bit more? I want you to be able to hear
I'm
me.
turning down the volume that is. It turns down your volume. It turns down everything. It's the overall volume.
Okay.
So I'm hearing everything
that's better,
soft.
yeah.
Is that better for you? But I can hardly hear you now.
Oh no.
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay.
Is that better?
It
Or should I
is.
just talk softer?
No, talk loud. You're good.
So, let's see, where was I? I was talking about for me, it's all interrelated, the creativity through health, whether it's food or whether, here's a CD I produced. It's called Nourishment. The theme of nourishment runs without borders between food and music for me. So when I compose music, it's about working with the notes and the harmonies and the rhythms. When I go in the refrigerator, it's about working with the vegetables and the rice and the beans and how to make a beginning and an ending, and how to balance a meal. They're not that
And we
different.
should probably casually mention that you and 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟, your wife, are different drums. Because people are probably saying, "What's that?
Some people are saying he's still alive. This guy, I've been at it for different drum has been in I've 3 decades now. 30 years I've been leading different drum. It's about 1991, 92 that we started performing around and in festivals and events around, and then in the schools. And we still are. And actually this Wednesday we'll be at the Box Yard again.
Yeah, I remember announcing that. Yeah. So you're going to be there Tuesday or Wednesday?
It's Wednesday this week. It's our final slot. It's a lunchtime slot, 12 to noon, hot, and we're doing tropical music, 2 hours of tropical music. We're in touch with the reality of the place.
Okay. So it starts at noon?
It starts at noon, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And
I will announce that on Wednesday. Actually, I'll announce it on Tuesday as well.
So I recommend, if anyone could, I sell the salad dressing like I sell my CDs and my one book out of my car.
Nice.
And you can also call me. And actually now I have Zelle. Zelle is like a bank-to-bank transfer. So if anyone is interested, I can give them my number and they could pay me through that. The salad dressing is $12 for the initial bottle, which is larger than a lot of the store bottles. Each batch is handmade with all natural ingredients, including virgin olive oil and balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, tell us what the flavor is.
Huh?
What's the flavor like?
Balsamic vinaigrette is.
Balsamic vinaigrette.
Yeah, it's not different. It's a lot of vinaigrettes, and I've seen in the stores, don't use all olive oil. They use a mixture of different oils. This is 100% good olive oil, and fresh garlic. I don't think they use that either. This is a little different. It's How do I? It's a vinaigrette, and the ratio is about the same as most vinaigrettes: 1/3 vinegar and 2/3 olive oil. And but then I use a lot of secret ingredients.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if this is your recipe.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So how long did it take you to experiment and get it just right?
Well, that, like I said, for years and years, people have said, this is amazing. Why don't you sell it? Why? Apparently, many people have said it tastes different than anything else. Now, that said, I should say, because it's handmade in small batches, not every bottle is going to be exactly. I do have a recipe, and I do follow pretty much, but not every bottle is going to be exactly the same. Even when I buy different large batches of olive oil, the olive oils vary from batch to batch. Vinegars vary from batch to batch. Some garlic is a little stronger than others. Same thing with the herbs. So things aren't exactly, but very much the same.
Do you think you're getting at some local stores?
They are for sale at Dane's place on 9th Street, because he also I gave him a bottle for Christmas, and he loved it and said, "I'll sell this."
Wow!
And so it's available there, and it's available through me, and I will deliver in Durham. I will deliver personally to anybody. We can meet somewhere in Durham. If it's outside the area, we have friends in Pittsburgh area or out. I say if you get together 3. You order 3 or more, we'll meet somewhere out,
I wonder, I probably heard to you, I don't know if it's allowed. Since you're being concert at Boccia, would you be allowed to sell it there?
I wouldn't, I don't know if I'd really want to put it out at 95-degree heat for the 2 hours we play.
We can take orders.
I have done that. I have a little cooler bag with ice pack. And when I travel, I'm on in this temperature. Normally, I do not put it in the refrigerator. I use it up within 2 months. It doesn't go bad. But in the heat, I wouldn't trust it like that.
That makes sense.
I don't. You can put it in the refrigerator. If you do, you should take it out an hour early. It doesn't have the emulsifiers that they put in commercial stuff. So I recommend shaking it harder. I know, there's little aspects to it. Like the other thing is, you could see at the bottom, as you could see where the ratio of oil and vinegar is. As time goes on, if the ratio changes, you can add a little oil, or you can add a little vinegar, or you could tweak it how you want to. You could get more than just this bottle out of it, because the reality is that the herbs and everything and garlic settle. So in the bottom, you're going to have most of that stuff. So you can add you could stretch this, and say you want it stronger.
Wow!
And if you return the bottle, then the next bottle is $10. So it's like a $2 refund.
Clever. I like that.
Well, I'm very into recycling, and trying to live sustainably, and that's why food. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
So you make vinaigrette. Do you make other salad?
I make a lot of food. I'm famous for my omelets and salads and soups. And I cook mostly Mediterranean cuisine, but I also cook Indian. And like tonight, we'll have tacos and beans with cilantro and some of these garden tomatoes.
Nice.
So I cook all the time. To me, if you eat, you should know how to cook. It's like part of the process.
I've been learning for the past couple of years how to actually cook, as opposed to warm up.
You're a late bloomer.
Very late. But better late than never. I mean, I know how to cook basic stuff. I'm not saying I don't know my way around the kitchen. But I'm actually expanding actual recipes and exploring things I hadn't eaten before, that sort of thing.
Think of it, tie it in, and you are a musician too. Tie it into the creative process. Think of it in, experiment, be creative. What works here, what works here. How can I use this in a refrigerator that needs to be used?
Did you say you make omelets?
I'm famous for my omelets. I actually put some pictures on your.
Don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you something. Be right back.
All right.
Whistle a tune or
Play a few songs. There you go.
Beautiful. That was somebody. At least one fun. I mean, have you ever seen this?
I don't have one. Let me see the bottom of it. Let me see the bottom. What? Why does it have that? It's like a.
Because it's cool. It's Japanese. I forget the word. It's a long word starting with letter T. But Japanese omelet is something you would have a lot of fun with. So you put a light coating of oil or butter, and then so you break up the egg and fold, turn around some sort of whatever, and then light coating, ever so light. And then you take your chopstick or spatula, you roll it to the end, and then put another very light layer of roll. So you have like a ball.
They're like crepes, kind of like crepes.
Oh, I guess. But you end up with a very fluffy log of omelet. So good. You don't need to pan for more fun how to do it.
It's what?
So it's totally fun. And like I said, you roll it up to the end there, and then you move it, put another layer of egg, roll it back here until you stuff the eggs, and you have a nice. It's really fun. So,
I encourage you to keep on the path of cooking.
Oh yeah, it's so fun. It really is. Now, with her international experiences, did you have like creative combinations of things from different countries that you were into?
Say that again. Do we have creative what?
Combinations.
Like in most people's lives now, we all stay busy. Usually, I do 95% of the cooking, only because she's working all the time as an acupuncturist, mostly. Of course, we do music together too. But it turns out when she cooks, she'll do. She being from Taiwan, she cooks Asian food, or she'll cook Central American food because she was raised in Central America.
Right.
So we each have our. When she cooks, she usually do. She perfects my fried rice for me in the morning, showing me how her mother taught her this little subtleties. But usually, when she cooks, then I work on music or whatever. And and most of the time, I'm the one that does cooking. And we both appreciate each other's cooking. But I'm the one that does it all. And lately, I've been cooking, and she's been going to her office at work and giving the food away to her workers.
What?
Yeah, well, she's generous, and they bean salad, things like different. And over the months, I've been finding I'm having to shop more and more and more because the food's going out. And I say, hey, wait a second, I'm feeding the community now. I'm not just shopping for us,
Well, hey. You do it with the music, why not with the food too? And while we're at it, I've seen people on Facebook looking for acupuncturists. So mentioned where her office is. It's on Hillendale, right?
It is on Hillendale Road. I think it's, but I should also, so her office involves, there's, I think, 3 massage therapists and 2 other healers in different modalities that I won't go into here, but I also won't I don't think she seldom takes more clients.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's not a black and white situation, because she goes a lot by intuition, by feel and situation, but she's pretty much booked up all the time. So she's not looking. So I appreciate you. But on the other hand, if someone wants lessons, I can find time. I teach conga, recorder, and harmonica.
Nice.
Yeah, out of our studio here, we call it Silent Day Studio. I should give you the website, because there's a lot of information, including the latest project that I've done. There's 2 videos. I started composing music. Well, the music was composed. I started putting together videos using some of my compositions as background, and using our travels from around the world, making it an interesting mix, and that's on my website. Huh?
I would like to see them.
Yeah, I think you would, and especially nowadays. There's 2 of them that are done, and I'm working on the 3rd. The first one is called Mysterious Earth, and I used photographs from our hiking in the Himalayas, from our travels in Taiwan, Central America, Cuba, Haiti, and Colombia. I know Peru is in there. So it's travels all around the world, and people of all different places and cultures. And it's called Mysterious Earth, to a composition that I composed with myself and Pete Kimash playing bass, and Leland on conga. So it's a new realm for me, mixing visual with the music. I always wanted to write music for scores, but no one hired me. So now I'm creating my own. I have the scores. I'm creating my own videos, putting it together in the studio. I'll share it with you. But the website is www.differentdrum.us. No, I'm sorry. It's not that. That's the old one. Take that back.
Okay.
It's silentdaysmusic.com. And that's Silent Days is spelled silent, like silent. And days is DAYZE. Silentdaysmusic.com. And anyone, you could contact me from there about whatever lessons. You can also find out where we're playing next. I know I just signed up to perform at the Fayetteville International Folk Festival, which they have for many years. I've been doing that but you can find out about events. You can, if you're interested in lessons, or if you just want to take a tour and see some performances, collaborations with friends in Mexico and Peru and different places, in Cuba. And the CDs, some of the CDs are for sale there. But my favorite way is to sell it out of my car.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I think I've taken up enough of your time. Huh?
I saw one of your videos where you were playing people in a different country. And it just looks so cultural, so fun.
Yeah, well, and it's a rich experience being able to play decent enough that I can go places and share like that. Particularly Cuba, that was an honor, and that was really I was good enough but I learned a lot as well. But also Mexico, we play in a park in Mexico, and this was in San Miguel de Allende right before COVID hit. It was February that year. And these 2 musicians, one was from Cuba, Santiago, Cuba, and the other was from Oaxaca, Mexico. And one was a bongo player and the other was a guitar player. They just joined us. Pretty soon the whole park was dancing around us. It was a writers convention, and 2 writers ended up when they went home, sent me their books because they had such a good time. Yeah, one was from Canada. I don't know. So you just meet people. There's been many instances where we'd be practicing on the beach, say out on the beach of that island, Roatan, outside of. It's an island off of Honduras, and we were practicing on the beach, and there was a restaurant nearby. It was in the daytime. She said, as we were walking back to our abode, she said, if you want to play here, I'll give you free dinner, that night. It's a seafood restaurant. So things just kind of happen. Meeting other musicians. Haiti was another place that the appreciation for music and there's I think that this country has gotten preoccupied with too much stimulation in many ways, that people are not as open. Like if I played on the street here, it reminds me of that story of who is it? The saxophone.
I don't know, Alex. I don't know, because when I'm DJing, sometimes my friend will be off to the side working on he makes walking sticks. It's unbelievable how many people, they don't care about the music. They're wondering what he's up to because they've never seen it. So I think if you're out there playing music live, I don't want to say they don't care about the music too. But I'm pointing out people are fascinated by things they're not used to seeing. So if you're out there playing trumpet or conga, I think people are going to automatically stop in this country as well.
Some people
might rush by.
It has to be the right timing. Like I find most people are mostly in a rush to go somewhere. So they see you on the street. It's not they don't. Everyone's. They got their things they have to do. And I think it's a little bit less so in some of the other countries. Like
I think you catch the right time. When I DJ at the bus station, people. They're waiting for their bus. Sometimes they will sit there all 3 hours, or they'll dance all 3 hours. So I guess you should catch people at the right time and they're not letting know.
On that note,
and there's so many people who say they really appreciate the fact that they're playing music, because that doesn't happen every day.
I would join. I think I might have joined you once or twice, just bringing percussion to add to what you were playing.
That would be exciting.
I think I've done that one time down at Central Park with you. I was getting ready to set up and you were playing.
Yeah.
Because I have done that at parties on occasion. People be playing and I just take out, especially Latin music, or Afro pop, and take out the congas and the bongos and just play right along with the arrangements. And it just adds a little bit of a live element to what's already there. Yeah, I'm open
I think it's a typical thing for Indian parties. I mean, Indian, East Indian. A lot of times they'll hire a drummer to play with the music.
Just to add that energy, that live.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I'm still capable of doing it.
Yeah.
It's great talking to you, hey, you need to email me your ad. I'm going to deliver you some tomatoes.
Okay. I'd love to. I cut them up as salad. I dispense with the lettuce and go straight for the tomatoes.
Most people don't know this because in this country they don't make it this way. But in Greece, a Greek salad is tomatoes and cucumber primarily. Those are the main, and then the alternative is the other ingredients that are lesser are feta cheese, olives, and a little bit of onion, sometimes slivers of pepper. But it's mainly, it's tomatoes and cucumber, then feta cheese and olives. Yeah, that's it. But in this country, for some reason, even the Greek restaurants, I say, this isn't a Greek salad, because they always use lettuce. And it's funny how I'm sure some Italians, pizza has migrated that way too, and Chinese food. All foods have kind of evolved or changed when they get here. Eating out Chinese food is not like Leland makes it. But
actually, when I was a kid, at the school I used to attend, they always have chop suey on Friday or whatever. And I found out later that chop suey is not even Chinese. It's made here.
And some
People think it's Chinese.
Some mixture that I remember the first time I saw chop suey. It was unusual for me because I was raised Jewish in a somewhat religious setting, so Chinese food wasn't. My father, he was up for anything, but it wasn't something we saw in the house. And I was in school, and I saw, and they were having chop suey, and on the table was what I thought was a cup of prune juice, and I just grabbed it and drank it, and it was soy sauce. And I still remember that shock of just like, what is this? You know, because I was expecting prune juice because it looked like prune juice.
Now back home, Chicago, there's a big movement with Jews and Chinese restaurants where on Christmas, very often they'll go to a Chinese restaurant and have a big dinner because very often they're open.
Right.
For Christmas.
Right.
And of course now I like the mitzvah thing that they're doing now where it's like a Martin Luther King service. I like that idea. And I'm hoping eventually non-Jews will do this thing too, where they're teaching on community service projects for Christmas. I'm hoping that we'll all do that. Or more of us will do that, hopefully. So. And with that, Alex, tell us again how to reach you so we can get that vinaigrette.
Okay, the best way is through my website, or I can give my phone number.
Sure.
Yeah, 919, because I do most things. I'm not a big texter, but my phone is usually the best way to reach me, 919-491-5089. And the website is Silent Days Music, that's DAYZE.com. Yeah.
Awesome.
Pat, thank you.
Hold the bottle one more time.
What? Show us the bottle. That photo was taken by Jeff Williams. He works at Duke University, and I think he's a great photographer. And yeah, that's me playing. And there's all the all the information is on that label too. It's a vinaigrette and marinade. It could be used for. Yeah, if you're making fish, I would add a few twists of lime or lemon, and then add some of this. You know, if you're doing chicken, I would add some of that. It's multi-purpose. You know, or a lot of times when I saute vegetables, Asian style, when my wife ain't looking, I pour some of this. No, yeah. At the end, after you saute, you could pour a little of this and a little soy sauce. It works with all those things because it's just olive oil and vinegar. And some herbs.
Well, I do hope people contact you. And I'm thinking maybe one of these days you'll have that downtown store called Bodega. And I know Food Lion has an area. And also Harris Teeter has an area where North Carolina product.
Really? I could look into it. It's kind of like one step at a time. I mean, I didn't envision it. Just like music, I didn't go into music to be a superstar. I went into music because it's a creative thing and it's health through creativity, like I said. And salad dressing too. I'm happy to make it available, but my motivation wasn't how much could I sell it. My motivation is more making it available. And the same thing with my music and my book, Peruvian Adventures.
Cool.
That travels in Peru.
Cool.
They're all, I make it available, but I'm not into how much can I sell it. It's there, and if someone's interested.
That takes the fun out of it when it becomes work and a product. Then it's not fun anymore, is it?
It can be, but it can be, well, I guess for some people, and maybe at a different time in my life, I would have been more energetic about it. But at this point in my life, I also feel philosophically, I feel like I'm all right. I have what I need. I have all the food I need. I have my house. I'm not wealthy or anything, but how much do you need? I almost feel like, why would I want to be wealthy when so many people have nothing or so little? I'm kind of comfortable. I stay in shape and I eat well. So how much do I need to sell? That's my philosophy. Everyone figures out for themselves what works, but it makes me feel better about about living.
Mhm.
You know, I don't really know, and maybe that's the artist nature that artists have, where we're fed more by not just by physical things, but by the other things,
Mhm.
by the
Definitely.
creativity, health through creativity, Pat. And
Well,
you're going to
wonderful.
email me your address, and I'm going to deliver you some tomatoes.
Well, thank you, Alex. I
Thank
would
you
love
for what
that.
you do. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you. And
and
tell
tell
me
her
I said hello.
Okay, I will. Hey, she is going to get in touch with you. She
Okay.
has a project, for a community orientated project, I believe, that she wants to do, and she wants to talk to you about it. So
Okay.
she's busy, you know, but she'll do this, and she also appreciates you. We both
Well,
do.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate her as well.
well.
I
I
tried out
out
acupuncture with her. So, and I really appreciate her work. Okay,
Okay,
Alex,
Alex,
thank you so much for dropping by. Drop
Drop
by
by
anytime.
anytime.
Thank you, Pat.
Okay.
Stay well.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
That was so fun for Alex to drop by. Awesome. And you can do so as well. I do Bull City Hangout weekdays at noon and then Saturdays at 10. I always provide the link. And I love it when people drop by, especially old friends like Alex. Man, I don't remember where or when I met Alex, but I was doing my Rice and Beans Latin jazz show on WNCU. Like, I've been here, 20 years? That was like 20 years ago. So even before I unpacked, I ran over to WNCU and got a show. And yeah, I think he was on my show. So anyway, let me not take up too much of your time. After all, it is Saturday. I know you want to be out and about, and I do as well. I'm going to go play with my pressure washer. So you have a beautiful weekend, and then I will see you at noon on Monday. Ciao for now.